Hello, guys. This is the Perpetuating Party of Patriots back at again with another commentary. And you know all those commentary revampings I've done? Well, this might be the last one that I'll probably be making, at least for now. Today, I will be revamping my Modern Spongebob is Complete Garbage commentary while responding to the video. Now, this was the second commentary I've ever made. And let me just say, it has not aged very well. It, in my opinion, has a lot of the Malachi-isms that played to my really early commentaries. By that I mean by either points that don't have really good back into them, or ones that are just really strange. But yeah, today I'll be revamping it. So yeah, let's just get right into it.
Now when I say this, I know for a fact that there are a bunch of people who like it, but if you've watched every old episode from seasons 1 to 3, and you also watched almost every episode after the first movie, then you would know how bad SpongeBob has become.
Yep. Literally everyone who has watched all of pre-movie SpongeBob and post-movie SpongeBob just blindly agrees that, oh, the show has become so bad. But, yeah, this is the first of many really bad points that he's made. But, yeah, not everyone who's seen both pre-movie and post-movie SpongeBob thinks that, oh, SpongeBob has become so bad. Yeah, that's a really strange way of opening the video.
Now there's so much terrible stuff to say about modern SpongeBob, but I'm just going to go into a few points so this video isn't extremely long.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't mean that the points are going to be very bare bones. Yeah, definitely not.
New SpongeBob tries way too hard to be funny. There aren't really any adult jokes anymore, which takes away from the quality of the show.
How does SpongeBob not exactly having adult jokes somehow take away from the quality of it? I'm just saying, the jokes can still be funny even if they're not adult jokes. I'm just saying. But still, that point still confuses me to this day.
Seasons 1 to 3 were perfect because they were for people of any age. Kids would laugh at all the stuff SpongeBob and Patrick said. Their parents would be next to them laughing as well, but at different jokes aimed towards them.
Oh. Oh boy, do I disagree with that statement. Now, I am a huge fan of older SpongeBob as well, but I don't think the show simply being for people of any age automatically makes it good or, quote, perfect. It really depends on the quality of the jokes, not just simply for it being for people of any age. I'm just saying, and in my opinion, I don't really think there's anything necessarily perfect, but again, that's just my opinion.
While I do admit that Season 4 is alright, it's nothing compared to the previous 3.
Now, considering that my SpongeBob tier list, or my SpongeBob season tier list, you guys probably know what I think of Season 4. Personally, I actually think it's better than Season 1 now. But, yeah, that's definitely not the understatement of the century at all. Yeah, definitely not.
I feel like SpongeBob slowly turned into just another stupid cash grab show, one that seems like it'll go on forever because mindless kids will watch it and laugh.
Oh, wow, that's definitely not ageist in the slightest.
Kids nowadays grow up with new SpongeBob, they laugh at the really dumb jokes, and basically that's what keeps the show going. This show turned more into the generic trashy kids cartoon that's just like most other bad cartoons.
Yeah, and he's definitely gonna elaborate on that. Who am I kidding? He's definitely not gonna elaborate on shit. But yeah, let's perpetuate into the party of the stupidity.
Another terrible part of SpongeBob is something that I don't think any of you guys can go against.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely no one can go against it. Except a 15-year-old in his bedroom commentating right now.
The show can go way too far, and if you don't know what I mean, then you're about to cringe real hard. There's an episode called The Splinter, and it's known for making its viewers cringe, in a terrible way. Basically, the plot of this episode is that SpongeBob gets his huge splinter, and he must get it out of his foot. It sounds pretty dumb as a story, but when you see it in action, it's completely awful. The episode is filled with unnecessary, disgusting moments that shouldn't be in any cartoon.
How exactly that's going too far? I don't know exactly why, and yeah, well, it is kind of disgusting. I wouldn't say that's going too far. I mean, gross out shows exist for a reason, to gross people out. That's the purpose.
SpongeBob went way too far with this concept, and the fact that it was a full episode only proves my point that the modern seasons are just terrible.
Yep, because one bad episode generalizes the quality of several seasons.
And it's about how Plankton is scared of Mr. Krabs' daughter, Pearl. When Mr. Krabs dresses up as Pearl and tries to scare Plankton, it gets really dark. Plankton can't take it anymore, so he lays on the street and asks what's the point of going on. So this episode just turns suicide into a joke.
Okay, so from what I took away from this is SpongeBob not having adult jokes takes away from the quality of it, but if SpongeBob having edgy jokes is just purely off limits. Yeah, okay then.
And while that can work in some adult cartoons, it's never okay in a show like SpongeBob.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a kid's show, but that doesn't mean that they're simply not allowed to make edgy jokes. Oh yeah. Also, this segment gives me some really bad Vietnam flashbacks to that really joke policey statement I made responding to this originally. But, yeah, your kids shows can make whatever fucking jokes they want, as long as, well, it's kind of subtle, but okay, what I'm trying to say is kids shows making edgy jokes is not off limits, and people who say it is off limits are simply what I like to call joke policing.
These are only two instances where the show went too far, but there are a ton of others that are just really disgusting and pointless.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot of examples, but I'm only gonna show two.
Another reason SpongeBob sucks now is that the show just doesn't have heart.
Oh boy, we're gonna complain about mean-spirited comedy. Oh boy, that's definitely not a common point in cartoon reviews in the slightest. Definitely not.
In the old seasons, you would laugh and care for the characters and get intrigued by the storylines.
How about you stop telling people how they view, SpongeBob? Just let them form their own judgments, don't speak for them.
But now almost every character is completely different than they were before. SpongeBob is just really stupid and barely learns anything.
Oh, Jesus, fuck, I hate it whenever someone's like, oh, they don't learn anything. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe that's not what they're going for? If you're gonna take away points from something because the characters don't learn anything, you're asking for way too much.
Patrick acts even dumber, and it's not the funny kind. In the old seasons, he was actually smart in some cases, but he was also the funny kind of dumb. He did hilarious things and everyone quotes what he said back in those old seasons. But now, you really can't remember anything worthwhile he says.
Yep. Definitely no one. There's definitely no quotes at all that Patrick has said in the new seasons that are any sort of memorable. There are quite a bit, actually. If you want some examples, in my opinion, if you don't mind, I'll link in a list of episodes where I think Patrick is very memorable in the newer seasons in the description.
What he says isn't funny anymore because of the writers deciding to change him into someone incredibly stupid.
Oh wow, Patrick is really stupid. Yeah, that he definitely was not stupid in any way in the older seasons. Definitely not.
If you're a defender of new SpongeBob, there's a lot of things to ask.
Oh boy, this one pissed me off so much when I first watched it. Oh boy. Let's dive in.
I would assume you didn't grow up with the old seasons. Even if you weren't alive when those came out, you could still go back and watch them.
Yeah, of course, just assume then, because as we all know, in order to like one, you have to have watched the other. You definitely can't just watch one and be in order to defend it in any way. No, you gotta watch both. Oh Jesus, I fucking hate it when people do that.
If you enjoy Modern Spongebob, I would assume you're pretty young.
Yeah, because their age definitely determines if what any arguments they have to bring forth is valid or not. But seriously though, not all defenders of Modern SpongeBob are really young. Just, can you please stop bringing up their age as if that just completely invalidates whatever they have to say? Please.
While some of the modern episodes are watchable, they are nothing above average. I've seen all the new ones, and they really can't compare to anything that we got before the first movie.
Oh wow, that's definitely not an understatement in the slightest. But seriously though, I do think this video title is a bit misleading, because he says Modern SpongeBob is complete garbage, but then he states that certain episodes are watchable. Which, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that's necessarily the same as complete garbage.
There might be a bunch of you that disagree with me on this whole video, but that's okay. Just comment below your reasoning as to why new SpongeBob is good.
So, yeah. That is my revamped version of this video. Yeah, I remember in the old video I went on a whole fucking tangent about how, oh, if you is asked to leave a like if someone enjoyed the video, that means you're e-badging or some shit like that. Or how it irritates me, but, yeah, that was one of the worst parts of that video. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next one.